this video, I'm going to show you how to combine together to create a data set if you have had to have your columns within a different file. So the first thing we're going to do is create a couple variables so that I can show you how to do this. So I'm going to do my df1 is going to be set to, and I'm just going to do this in the console, mpg. So if you don't have tidyverse loaded, you need to go ahead and load tidyverse. And then I'm just going to do in brackets 1, 2, 3. I'm going to run this, and this gives us our df1. So this is the first 3 columns of the data frame mpg. So I'm going to run my df2 is just going to be the columns 4 through 6. So I'm going to run mpg 4 to 6 and run that. So now I have 2 dfs. You can see here, this is year, cycle, transmission, and df1 is manufacturer, model, and display. Now in this, we're going to use the function cbind, and so that's a column bind together. So it's just going to take whatever the first row is here and essentially add on these columns onto it. So the thing you want to be careful about here is if this data is not in the correct order for each of these, the thing you want to be careful about with this function is if this data is not in the correct order, R isn't going to do anything about it. So if you have this sorted some way and this data is not also sorted that way, it's going to add in the wrong information to the row. So you want to make sure that whenever you're doing this, this is essentially one data frame that just ended up getting cut within the columns, but every row number, so like the first row here is the first row in every other one, and it hasn't been sorted in any kind of way whenever you're doing this. If you're in the course, in the next video, I'll also be showing you how to manage this if they're not identical in order. But just to do this first, we're going to go into an actual R file, and we are going to run df is going to be, instead of rbind that we did in the previous lesson in the course, we're going to do cbind. So this is a column bind. And then we're going to do our parentheses, and we're going to do df1 and df2. And so if we run that, and if you don't know, the shortcut to run in RStudio is Control Enter, we get this new variable df. And when we look at this, we can see that we now have all 6 columns together, and that again, the first row is just the first row from both ones added together. It hasn't been merged or anything like that.